Right. Hey everyone, I'm Klloo. So, I have been lost. You get it? Lost in thought, right? Lost for a little bit in terms of what fab content I want to make. Because it's just gotten to the point where there are so many wonderful people making fab content. In truth, in honesty, right? That I just find myself enjoying watching their videos more so than trying to think up or create the ideas I used to, right? When I first started my channel, when I was first making more philosophical content, you know, skimming the market stuff for fab. It's just, I'm having a much more enjoyable time watching their videos rather than making my own. And I don't want to, you know, double down or poach ideas or anything like that, or create non-meaningful overlap. So I've just been lost, right? Unsure what exactly to do. I've been sort of chasing the mode of content that I've been using for the past 2 years, which is quantity over quality. I'm trying to get back to, you know, daily uploads, to multiple uploads a day, and it's not going as well. It's one of those things where once you stop doing it, it is really hard, right, to find the time, especially, again, if it's not your main thing, if it's just a hobby, to get back to that level. But with Flesh and Blood, right, again, I'm just unsure what I want to do. That was, in all honesty, until I came across a certain card. I opened this card last week, Fractal Replication. And this is the fringe type of card that I love, right? Look at it. Do you know what it is? Have you seen it before? Have you seen it in play? Has it ever crossed your mind? Probably not. I didn't even know it existed. Everfest. When you play or defend with Fractal Replication, it gains the base abilities of all illusionist attack action cards on the combat chain. Now, that understanding, right? If one, it can be popped, sure. But as long as base means what I think it means, and this allows you to snatch a ton of effects, this is a fantastic card. It gains the highest power of the highest power card on the chain, or the highest defense. So it's a really versatile card. It's a 0 cost. And it could be a really fun card to build around, because that is my thing, right? As much as I love the game of Fab, as much as I can understand its strategic nature and the back and forth mentality of an average game, that's not how I play, right? I don't care if I win or lose, but if I'm going to win, I want to win spectacularly. And to do so, generally, I come up with combo decks. That's my bread and butter, right? Melody, as soon as I saw her, I fell in love with her, because that's just the golden child to me, right? That is the best embodiment of the type of deck I want to make. You skim through any of these decks and they all have the same running thing. They're built around a solid idea, a solid concept to fish out, to find in a game with not so many tutors, and to try and execute and have a fun time doing it. Melody, of course, with Final Act. Shiyana, back with blood on her hands and swinging the flails. Dash, I tried to load up on items to blow up your opponent's face. Huge Jackman, right? Do you remember Real Steel? Klloo and Singularity. Even Max going for, God, what was the card? Right? His big Hyperdrive Spender that I really couldn't wrap my head around. Data items again, Bravo, stacking up massive aura buffs. Shiyana, again, this time was Wizard, was trying to fish for arcane damage to burn with the Kano spell, right? These are just fun decks to me. And they might not work perfectly, but they are still the type of content I want to make. I think I found it. Now, there's other creative projects that I have had my mind on since probably Bright Lights, maybe a little bit earlier. I've always loved a comedy rap. So, well, I should say parody rap. That's probably the better way to say it. And I'd love to do, you know, verses for different characters. Rapping wise, I don't know, comfortability wise, but writing and all that, I do very much enjoy. I love delving into just random creative projects. It's very cathartic to me. I mean, we'll give an example. If it's horse, I will just cut it out and you'll never know. But for instance, it's like Betsy. I want to do a heavy hitter chain going through all of them. So starting off with Betsy. We had, how'd it go? Obese Narcum. No. Yes, no, that was right. Obese Narcum, beast. Right? So beast to beast. Oh beast, now call me old beast when I best these plebes not to do it like a feast when I choke slam and choke down some green ham. Green ham, now give me that green hand. Right? Like she's the one who ripped off an 8 KO's hand. Or then even for Klloo, that was the first one I started writing, which was, I'm but a man working hard on a plan for the betterment of bitter men who think the better plan is a life better spent building wealth at the cost of a world falling short of the goals that I spent. I have them written down somewhere. Maybe I'll get back to it again. That's sort of like a confidence push though, right? If I feel up to it. But deck-wise, I think this is the going forward. I want to find a combo, good or bad, make it work, make it not, whatever. But I want to find just a fun combo for every single class in the game. So Melody, sorted. Shiyana, we've done it before. Even with the sellsword stuff now, right? That would be my go-to combo rather than just playing her big with Betsy's stuff. And fractal replication. I think this is the first big one to tackle to see if we can find, something that breaks flesh and blood. And I'm sure there's plenty out there. I'm not versed enough with different heroes, but it will definitely be fun, weekly thing, whatever we make it, picking through their cards and looking for that one string that if you were to get off in a game, your opponent would just be awed, you'd be awed, and it would just feel awesome. Like when I get final act off against certain opponents and it blows them away. There is no better feeling to me than that. And I think that's my go for Flesh and Blood going forward. So hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it's something that we can stick to. And I guess let me know what cards you think, right? What card, we'll go with card, right? Because that's, again, the whole concept. What card for each hero is your favorite, maybe unsung, could have a busted or even just a moderate interaction with some other cards that, again, is not an easy thing to go for because Flesh and Blood is not a combo game, right? While it has a lot of similarities to Yu-Gi-Oh!, I hope it never gets to that state. There are lots of fun combos that you can go after, but I don't ever want to see that level of shenanigans, if you will, right? Where it's just you either floodgate or your opponent just gets off their combo and wins. And it's Blitz on steroids, basically, from what I've seen at least. But there are definitely fun interactions that they've come up with that have slipped through the cracks here and there that could be really awesome to build around, just like fractal replication. And speaking of fractal replication, we should probably mention this is probably everyone's go-to as one of the illusionist heroes coming in Misfound, which also gives credence to maybe this will be an illusionist playstyle and something that they were building to or had the idea of, and might actually become something decent. But we'll have to wait and see. Either way, we'll probably start with illusionist because I really don't have experience with illusionist, and we'll do one video just looking through the cards, picking out stuff that matches up with this, building the deck, and then obviously play a few games and see how it goes. Win or lose, I don't really care. I just want to make something fun, interesting, and maybe blow someone's mind with an unsung combo. Anyway, let me know what you think. Good plan? Hopefully. See ya.